Hello everyone, I'm Festo, and today I got two quick matches for you. The first game is an Ubers match, and I'm using the team that I made when I was high, and I played that match when I was high as well, so I guess let's get this on. And it's not even a good team, but, it's pretty fun to use, so whatever. I'm on the other side, by the way, so I lead off with the Scarf Darmanitan. I'm gonna go for the U-turn on the Kyogre, and then go into Giratina Origin, thinking that I can take the Water Spout better, and thinking that if I go for the Shadow Sneak, I will be able to take another one, but I'm quite not. So I'm going to go to Haxorus now, knowing that I will be able to take one for sure, and then go for the Dragon Dance, thinking that I can outspeed pretty much anything except for Palkia maybe, if it's Scarfed. But yeah, I go for the Dragon Dance, kill this thing off with, the Kyogre with an EQ, then kill off the Mewtwo with an Outrage. And I guess he doesn't have Scarfers, therefore he has to pretty much sack his Pokemon in order for me to die to my Life Orb, so I'm able to kill his Palkia as well. Now, I'm going to go into my T-Tar to get up the sand. As he goes into Groudon, for some reason I go for the Ice Beam. I knew it wouldn't do all that much, but whatever. And then I just leave my T-Tar in to die because I don't want to take EQ with anything. Now, I'm going to go for the Excadrill. And for no apparent reason, I go for the Swords Dance. I thought he might switch out, but that was a pretty dumb play. I should have gone into Arceus Ghost and finished him off with a Judgment. But he goes into Giratina now. I know a Judgment will do a lot, but not quite kill since I don't have any boosts. And he decides to go for the Shadow Force. I know that Arceus is pretty much my only way of winning this game, therefore I'm going to go into Darmanitan. I thought I might be able to take one. Because it's just a regular Giratina, not a Giratina original. But he gets a critical hit, which not sure if mattered, but whatever, shit happens. So I'm gonna go into my Arceus Ghost, finish that thing off as he goes into Arceus Electric, and I see that I'm faster than him, and I see that we probably have the same kind of moveset. Or maybe not. I mean, I have Calm Mind, Recover, Judgment, and Focus Blast, I think, because my Judgment is a Ghost Judgment. So I'm going to go for the Recover again as he goes for the Recover on his own. And this is a chance for me to go for Calm Mind. And after the Calm Mind, Judgment won't do all that much. And, barring a critical hit, I will be able to pretty much win the Calm Mind War or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna recover a couple more times because I want to prevent him from getting a critical hit. Or rather, from dying from a critical hit. So, as I catch him on another Recover, I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, and the game is over pretty much. He shows me the EQ, so he is mixed. He does not have the Calm Mind, which is my assumption. And then I go for the Judgment, get a critical hit, and kill him off. So, there's the first game. I mean, I got pretty high on the Uber's ladder while I was high. LOL. But, yeah, that team is not good at all, but, in good hands, any team is good, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just wasting time to get to the next battle. So, yeah, there we go. The next battle I had is an OU match, and it was kind of, okay, I won't spoil it. So, yeah, I'm using an ignorant OU team that Josh gave me, and it's very ignorant. As you can see, it's an offensive team, and as I said, it is ignorant as fuck. So what happens here, I go into my Latios. I'm just going to go for the Surf because I don't see why I should overpredict that early in the game. And then I switch into my Ferrothorn on his Celebi, risking, him having the HP Fire, but seeing Heatran on his team, I'm pretty certain he doesn't have it. So I'm going to lay up my rocks as he lays up his rocks prior to me laying up my rocks. Damn! Okay, so I'm going to go into Keldeo on his Heatran. He's going to miss a Fire Blast. Then he's going to go into his Celebi as I go for the Surfer Hydro Pump. I didn't quite catch that. But I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn as he double switches into his Heatran, which was, I guess, a pretty good play, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter because I can just go back into Keldeo, and he's going to miss the Fire Blast again, so whatever. Now, I'm going to double switch into Ferrothorn, knowing that he's going to go back into his Celebi or go into that, which is a pretty good matchup as well. Now, he's going to switch out knowing that, I mean, he can't really beat Ferrothorn unless he has HP Fire, which probably he doesn't because he has the lefties, so I'm thinking he's a Calm Mind set. Now, I'm gonna go for the T-Wave and get the Heatran paralyzed, which is good since it's, the only status besides Sleep that you can induce on him. Well, besides Freeze as well, but Freeze, there is no move that just freezes. It's a side effect. So, yeah. What happens here, he sets up a sub on my Ferrothorn, and I'm like, this might be dangerous. But the good thing is, as the he doesn't have Reflect, so that set is not as dangerous as the other one, the Jasmine set. So I'm gonna go into my Landorus Therian, knowing that he is faster and he's most likely not gonna attack me, and I can go for the U-turn and then just go into Latios, my Specs Latios, and that obviously scares him off. And the only kind of option for me right now is to go for the Draco Meteor, even if he went into his T-Tar. But looking at the damage, his T-Tar is not specially defensive whatsoever, so 2 Draco Meteors would be able to kill him. And even though I got the -4 special attack, it's still worth killing this T-Tar. So he goes into Lucario, and I'm going to my Landorus Therian, and him double switching probably tells me that he does not have the Ice Punch, which is good information, obviously. But yeah, he goes into Keldeo. I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn. I see no reason to overpredict because I have the upper hand in the battle right now. But he predicts my switch, goes for the Secret Sword, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I can just go into Latios, as he predicted me to go into something else besides Latios, but Latios versus Latias is not a really good matchup for him. So I'm just going to go for the Draco Meteor, not predicting a switch into anything. I knew that a Draco would do a lot to this Heatran, and it is the case. I'm not sure if another one will kill, because the full Draco Meteor did like 60%, and he is at 30 now. I mean, it did 58, so, you know, at 30, it might have not killed. So yeah, I just decided to switch, make a safe play, and he goes into Keldeo on his own as I kill his Heatran. And I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump right here, knowing that he's most likely going to predict my switch. And Hydro Pump to him, because I'm Specs, does quite a bit. So now I will switch out because I want to maintain the 6-0. As he double switches as well. I don't know why, because he could have killed me off. I guess he didn't want to be exposed to anything that comes in next. But seeing as his Celebi cannot touch me, I decided to lay up some spikes to ensure that whenever Keldeo comes back in, it's going to die. So he's going to go into his Latias as I go for the Thunder Wave on the switch. He thought that... what I'm trying to say is that he thought that I'm going to lay up more spikes, and I'm just getting distracted by a Russian Facebook message. So yeah, he's going to set up a sub, which is, I mean, I don't know why he did that. I just go into Latios. I want to break the sub in order for me to bring in, you know, my Mamoswine and kill this thing off. But he gets paralyzed, which really did not matter since I have 5 more Pokemon left besides this Latios. So yeah, that pretty much. And then he makes a weird play. He switches into his Celebi and takes a lot of damage from my Specs Dragon Pulse. And then he switches back into Latios to Death Fodder it. I mean Latias. So yeah, right now he's making some strange moves, I guess, that don't make any sort of sense, but whatever. Now I go into my Landorus on his, what's it called, Lucario, because I thought a priority move is coming, but he predicted some sort of switch and went for close combat, which is probably even better. And now I'm just ignorantly go for the EQ and kill the Celebi as it comes in. Now he's going to bring in his Keldeo. As I said, I ensured that with the spikes up, it's going to die upon switching in. And then he decides to run, which, you know, is pretty much a 6-0, a body bag. Yeah, that game was quite one-sided. I didn't make many good predictions because I didn't have to. Like, if you're using that ignorant OU team, you just spam moves and not give a fuck. So yeah, that was the games... that were the games, I would say. I hope you enjoyed these, and if you did, please leave a like rating, and I guess I'll see you next time. I'm Mephisto.